Hi guys, I'm Sharon Missah, founder and host of Let's Talk DXB, and I'm here to answer 10 questions from the Bond Blitz game on life lately. Let's go. Okay, card number 1. How do you stay calm and focused when everything feels like it's falling apart? Oh, this is timely. I've had a really busy and stressful start to the year. So my number 1 is stop and pray. I'm a Christian, so my faith is a big foundation for me. So prayer helps a lot. When it all feels overwhelming, I just take a step back. I pray and I pray and I pray and I ask God for guidance. And that really centers me, actually. I might not always get the answer straight away, but it's just the way that I release and I'm able to talk to God and ask for his wisdom and guidance if there is a lot going on, which there tends to be as well. Calm and focus. Sometimes I just have to stop. You know, I do a lot. I'm juggling a lot, but sometimes I have to tell myself just to stop, take a break, get back to it the next day. Tomorrow's a new day. And that helps. So then I'm a bit more recharged and ready to take on the tasks for the next day. Yeah, that's question 1. That's not too bad. What's a life lesson you've learned from something completely unexpected? Oh, okay. I think definitely that life is unexpected. You have to be willing to accept change. You have to embrace change, even in the difficult seasons. I've definitely learned that no storm lasts forever, although it can feel like it's going to last forever as well. I think you just need to ride out that wave and take the lessons as you go from it as well. Yeah, I think that's what I would say. Okay, have you ever felt like your faith was being tested? How did you respond? Yeah, I think, there's definitely occasions, sometimes daily, where I feel like my faith is definitely being tested. Things are not going my way. And I think that's when I have to submit to God and release it, because obviously he has the ultimate say. And I just keep on praying. I think I just keep on seeking him, asking for answers, questioning. I think that's definitely a big way of how that's helped me with my faith. And I think through every challenge that I've faced, my faith has gotten stronger, knowing that I've come through. It might not have been the resolution that I wanted or necessarily the answer that I expected, but it's definitely growing my faith for sure. So that's number 3, okay? These are quite deep, these questions. What's a memory that reminds you of your resilience? Okay, so I filed for divorce. Divorced in Dubai. You'll find that on Let's Talk DXB. And it was probably one of the biggest life lessons for me. And it definitely tested my resilience. It taught me my ability to rebuild, to heal, to really focus on myself, to focus on my son. I didn't know how resilient I was until now, to be honest. I think this year has definitely been that awakening of everything that I've been through, come through, and I'm glowing. I'm glowing through it. I'm better, I'm stronger, I'm wiser. I think that's one thing that has tested my resilience, but for the better. Question number 4. How do you know when it's time to let go of something that no longer serves you? Now, this is important. This question, whoever wrote this question, very good. This is very important. I'll start with intuition. I think listening to your body, you know deep down. Sometimes it's hard. It took me a long time to actually understand and really tap into my intuition. I used to doubt quite a lot. I think listen to yourself. Your body never fails you. What you're feeling, it never fails you. Making the leap or making the change is never easy, but I think you know when it's the right thing for you. It takes bravery. My faith, for sure. My faith, praying to God. God will always give me the answer eventually. Sometimes he tells me to do things, so I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I can't do that. But It's that constant knocking where it's time to make the change. So I think, intuition is very powerful. And for those of you that are Christian, that believe in God, I think, tapping into your faith, leaning on God, because he will always guide you in the right way. It may not seem like it at the time, but he does. Okay. This is getting deeper and deeper. I feel like I'm in therapy. Okay. Oh, what's a painful memory from your past that still affects how you love today? Oh, I would say, so my dad passed away, coming up to 10 years, crazy. My dad passed away 10 years ago, almost, and we literally saw him pass in front of us. So sudden heart attack, on life support, and then they're like, there's nothing we can do. And it's like 3 days of waiting for him to pass away. So when they say life is short, and life is short, like I never would have imagined that process happening so quickly in front of us. So I think it's taught me to just love harder, love deeper, love harder, appreciate your loved ones, express that love. It definitely made me a lot more emotional in a good way. I think I wasn't as expressive with my love. And I think over time, that's even gotten better. So when I love hard, and it's because life is short. So I think it's important for you to show that every day when you can. So that's good. This is good. I think we need tissues in this room. Wow, this is emotional. Oh, what's a belief that inspires you to be better? I definitely believe that learning never stops. I think you always have to challenge yourself to continuously improve and to learn, be willing to learn from others. I feel there's so much that I'm grateful that I've learned from others over the years. There's still so much I can learn. I think, the openness and being willing to learn and adapt. Yeah, being willing to adapt as well. It's important. It's important. So that's a belief that has served me really well in the past, I would say 4 years. I'm still learning. I'm enjoying learning. So I encourage people to keep on learning. Okay, how do you gauge whether you've made a lasting impact on someone you have worked with? Do you know something like this, actually? I feel like it's the feedback that you don't hear or you hear years later through someone else. There's been projects I've worked on or people I've interacted with, and there will be a stranger or someone quite new to me that would say, oh, so-and-so said actually when they worked with you or when they experienced you or your energy was like this or you were so kind or, you taking the time to talk to them about a certain situation. So I always say it's actually the feedback that I get when I'm not in the room, and then it could be years later. That's how I know I've impacted someone positively, and it encourages me to keep going. So I'm very big on, what would others say about you when you're not in the room? And that stays with me. So how you treat others, how you respect others, I think it's really important. So I think that's me trying to make a lasting impact, how people experienced me. And what positive have I brought, hopefully, into their life? Okay. Oh, we're getting near the end. Okay. How do you express gratitude for those who have impacted your life? Oh, I always have to say, I'm always saying, I'm so grateful that I've got a really good community and tribe. And I always have to give them their flowers. I have to express to them my gratefulness for what they've brought into my life, my son's life, other family members. So I think you have to tell the person, people don't always know without you expressing. So I'm always big on trying to use my words to tell them, to give them their flowers, right? Yeah. So that's important. Oh, this is a good one to end on because it took me some time to get to this point. How do you stay open to changing your mind? Now, the old Sharon, forget it. Very structured, very ticked, but you could not convince me. It has to be this way. I'm not flexible. This is the way life should be. I've been taught some things. So I think the only constant in life is change. and the willingness to adapt the way that I think, to take on someone else's valuable thoughts and feedback, to take a different approach as well. I think, again, the last 3-4 years, I have definitely tried new things, challenged myself in good ways, changed my thought process, I've stopped being as rigid in my thought and my thinking. So, the only constant in life is change. So I think once I started to embrace that, it's actually been exciting. It's been fun. It's been a bit spontaneous, but I'm enjoying this changed mindset. So that is all 10 questions. Whoa, these questions are good. I've enjoyed going through that. This was like a mini therapy session. So thank you for listening to my 10 answers. So this has been my 10 layers of answering 10 questions on life lately using the Bond Blitz game. Fantastic. I could keep going. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you purchase when it comes out. This is a game changer.